and welcome to episode 30 of When We Are Healed. Today, I would like to talk about the fear and the resistance that might be coming up for you, especially since setting big intentions for the new year. I'm aware that many of you have been moving through some very intense events, emotions, catalysts coming up in your life. And the main message that I would like to share with you is you're not doing anything wrong if fear comes up. Don't be afraid of the fear. Don't make the fear wrong. You are not failing. You're not backsliding. If anything, your prayer is being answered. Your intention is now bringing to the light everything that's in the way of your expansion. And there are so many different ways that fear can come up. It could be an actual experience, an incident that triggers a massive amount of fear. Just 2 days ago, I was almost in a car accident when I was driving through these windy road in the mountains of Southern Oregon on my way to go meet up with a friend for a hike. And there was ice on the road and my car slipped. I lost control of the car. And honestly, I have no clue how I managed to get back on my lane. Thankfully, there was no oncoming traffic and there was no car behind me. So it is by sheer divine grace that I managed to get back on the road to safety. My car was unscathed. I was unscathed. No one was hurt. But oh boy, my nervous system was on total alert for a while. After that, I had to really give myself time to breathe and wind down and let my body know we're safe now, we're safe now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and when I saw my friend, I gave her a big hug and I cried on her shoulder and let out the sigh of relief and just letting out that intense fear that I was feeling in my whole body from that experience. Because I could have died. So that's one way the fear can come up, through some incident that actually triggers a very intense fear response. Or it could be way more subtle, such as finding yourself in this hyper vigilant, hyper motivated, go, 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 do. I need to improve myself. I need to fix all my problems. I need to do this, and that. And I'm going to keep myself busy. But what's actually happening is that you're subconsciously avoiding that fear. You're so scared of feeling that fear that the mind is convincing you that you'll feel better when you get all this stuff done and when you solve all these problems and when you get all the ducks in a row, then you'll feel okay, right? Or it could be that you're subconsciously numbing yourself out. You set an intention to bring more movement or going for a run every day, let's say, and yet you find yourself wanting to just sit on the couch and turn on Netflix and munch on potato chips or something. None of this is bad. I'm just describing some of the ways that we as human beings, all of us really, find ourselves subconsciously avoiding feeling the fear. Okay, So this all tends to happen because the thinking mind, the ego mind, is wired for survival, because that's the space that the human collective has been in for eons, since the dawn of time. And it does not like change. It sees change as a threat, even the quote unquote good changes. So let's be so gentle and patient with ourselves as we allow these fears to come up, as life shows you where we've been hiding from fear, running away from fear, stuffing fear down. And let's be grateful that we have that awareness of that, instead of judging ourselves for going into any of these fight, flight, or freeze modes. Because so many of us, including myself, has a tendency to see fear or resistance as some kind of adversary, or one more reason that something is wrong with us, right? Like, oh no, I'm in fear again. I'm in low vibration. Or I thought this was healed. Why is this coming up again? We don't have to make any of this wrong. We don't have to make any of this wrong, because the lack of fear or lack of resistance is not required for your expansion. You can still continue to expand even if there is fear or resistance. In fact, who you are is expanding in every moment. It's like the Big Bang. The universe is constantly expanding infinitely. And you are the universe. So you are also expanding infinitely. There's nothing you can do about it. The only way through, only way forward is expansion. So it's not even the question of whether you're expanding or not. It's the matter of how smoothly do we want to allow it. Or to be more precise, when we notice the fear and the resistance come up, can we consciously let it go and allow the expansion to unfold with more ease? And that's all healing is. All healing is essentially the letting go of fear. I like phrasing it that way, letting go of fear, instead of releasing yourself from fear or overcoming fear, because those phrases to me imply that the fear has power over you. And in truth, it doesn't. Fear is simply energy, and it is the sign that we have bought into the lie of separation, lack, limitation, and unworthiness. Fear is a sacred messenger showing us that we are believing a lie, that we are seeing ourselves way, 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 way smaller than we truly are. And that's why fear doesn't feel good in our body, because our emotional guidance system is so brilliant, so clear about what's true and what isn't. Truth always feels good in our bodies. Our muscles relax, the tensions melt, our heartbeat starts to slow down, or we get excited. It feels lighter. It feels like, ooh, that rings true to me. Yes, I love that. Right? That's the energy of truth, which is love, which is beauty, which is creativity, connection, all the good, the true, and the beautiful. And the energy of what's false is like, oh, it's like constriction, restriction, contraction, tension in the muscles. It just does not feel good. So let's celebrate that fear doesn't feel good, because otherwise we can delude ourselves to thinking that, oh, this is who we really are. We're limited and we are small and we don't deserve to have any of the things that our heart's longing for, right? So thank you, fear. Thank you, emotional guidance system. So grateful that it doesn't feel good when we're in fear. So how do we let go of fear? You breathe. That's it. Easy, right? Oh. Your body already knows how to release fear or anything that's not serving you, and it happens naturally through every breath. It's just a matter of letting go of our resistance to it and allowing it. Again, who you truly are is love. Love is the healer. Love dissolves fear. We don't release fear by pushing it away. We welcome the fear instead and give it the space to move. We let go of our own grip on the fear so that it can move through, up and out in its own divine timing. So it can be as simple as placing your hand on your heart and taking a couple of nice, deep breaths, consciously lengthening the exhale as if you're allowing the fear to move out with the breath. You're not trying to expel the fear, you're just gently almost nurturing, giving the fear that nurturing energy of here, I'm here to support you in your movement. I got you. Just 5 deep breaths with your hand on your heart, consciously slowing down your breath, lengthening your exhale. That calms the nervous system down into the parasympathetic mode, rest and digest. Allow yourself to feel whatever sensation you're feeling in your body. Bring it into the physical experience of it. Letting go of all the thoughts, the mind spinning around, trying to make up stories about what this fear means and where it came from. Just letting those thoughts pass and focusing, breathing into the physical experience. And if you're finding yourself feeling stressed out recently, doing this can shift everything so quickly. It is such a bold and courageous move to sit with your fear and allow yourself to feel it. I caught myself kind of being in that avoidance, self-soothing mode by trying to keep myself busy and trying to get a million things done after the new year. And I realized that, there's big fear coming up that I've been avoiding. So I just plop myself down in my meditation cushion. I set the timer for 20 minutes and I sat down and breathed with this fear. And I received an image of me as a young girl, barely a toddler, and she's lost in the dark, scary woods with no one in her sight to help her. And she's pacing around trying to figure out which way to go. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? And she's terrified. And she's crying out for help, crying for her mom. And I understood in that very moment, oh my God, this is how deep this fear was that I've been carrying my entire life, that I've been avoiding meeting this whole time. And I ended up holding this little girl and crying with her. I cried with her for God knows how long. I cried for my mom with her. And the voice, the cry that came out of my body sounded so young. Like it was like I was her. I was that little girl in that moment, allowing myself to feel the intensity of that terror of feeling so abandoned, alone, and separate, not knowing which way to go, choices feeling so scary and high stakes. And In that moment, I was so profoundly grateful that my life had not been working out the way that I thought I wanted. I was so grateful that life was bringing up all these challenging situations in my health and my work and finances so that I could meet myself at this depth. I was so profoundly grateful for the fear inviting me to meet myself this deeply with more love and compassion and understanding that I ever thought was possible to have for myself. So when fear comes up, let it be an invitation to meet the deepest part of you. You simply breathe into the fear and feel it fully, not to make it go away, but to love and nurture yourself. And remember, the fear doesn't have to go away. As my mentor Jen Young says, fear gets to come with us. When you breathe into it, it moves in its own divine timing. Let fear be a reminder to reconnect with your highest intention of love, the highest vision for your life, the part of you that knows you're here to move mountains. And if you'd like to dive into this process in your own time, I've created a free 10-minute meditation walking you through this practice of releasing fear. It's set to this beautiful piano music by Chris Collins, and I am so excited to share this with you. I'll put the link in the show notes and let me know how it goes. So I'll close us out with a prayer. Join me in closing your eyes if it's safe to do so. And placing our hand on our heart and breathing in the love that is here, the love that we are. So grateful to choose a completely different relationship with fear in this very moment. We will no longer make ourselves wrong for feeling scared or stressed out or numbing ourselves to avoid the pain. We will no longer be afraid of fear. We are willing to meet the fear with the deepest compassion. We accept the invitation from fear to meet ourselves more deeply, to reconnect with the truth of who we are, the limitless love and light that we are. Thank you, fear, for reminding us that whenever we buy into the lie of separation lack, it does not feel good. Thank you, fear, for being the sacred messenger and our our sparring partner on our journey of healing and expansion. I'm so grateful to allow ourselves to be so gentle and tender with ourselves as we allow the fear to come up and let it go each time with gratitude and compassion. And to move through this year of unprecedented expansion and quantum leap with ease and grace as we choose to trust in our highest timeline unfolding and to no longer see fear as an adversary. So with that, we let it be. Here's to arising, and so it is. If you enjoyed this episode, I invite you to come check out our Substack at whenwearehealed.com, where you can subscribe to keep in touch and get show notes emailed to you. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you in the next episode